will see. So in today's class, we'll discuss about arrays. So in arrays, we will deal with many things. So like using arrays, we will create the different views. So like that first we will create the list view, grid view, spinner, autocomplete. So these four are the very important. So based on this, the complete advanced, that is our recycler view. The 5 elements we will discuss with this. So for these 5 elements, we will deal with the array. So first of all, what is array? So array is the group of similar elements. So that based on this group of similar element, we will discuss about this. Like for example, I want to show employee names or customer names in a single page, all customer names. So that we can show one by one. So but one by one, as of now, what we have the knowledge, like I have no text view. I have 100 employees or 100 customers. So I can create 100 text views. But tomorrow, maybe 5 employees left or 10 customers are added. So that if you want to again like add that, again you need to add that in your view and you need to release the new application. So for that, also 100 times you need to handle the on-click listener for each and every item. Means by clicking the employee, we need to add, we need to show some action. Also by clicking the user, also we need to do some activity. So because of those reasons, now we will came with a different, that is array. So if new employee has came or someone left, this automatically adjust. And single view will create automatically, that view will affect in the entire page. So that how that will happen, we will see now here. So for that, I'm creating one new project here. New. First, we will start with the list. So list. I'm creating the list. So in the list, we will create a view. So list is the like list is nothing but for example our contact view. How that contact one by one it will show messages, contacts, even in WhatsApp contacts also. Like those we can say as the list view. So for the list view, we can use various things here. So but first we will concentrate on with some array adapter. Then after this basic, we will concentrate on advanced view. So on advanced view, instead of basic adapter, we will use the custom adapter. So that we will see how this custom adapter will work. So first of all, in our user interface, so I'm removing this constraint layout. I'm taking the relative layout. So here I'm writing that list view example. So for this, I'm giving one ID, DB1. Then I'm taking here list view. So match parent, match parent. Then for this, I'm giving one ID that is a list. That's it. So like this, the view will create a list. So we will enable the data binding. So here I enable data binding. So then we need to enable here data binding. So in a Gradle build.gradle, here also I'm enabling the data binding. Data binding enable. So data binding enabled as the. So now within this, first we will enable the data binding. So that is activity main binding. So something binding. Then here we will write the binding equal to. So data binding util dot. Here the first parameter as the context. So that is main activity dot this. So then here now we'll write the list. So list related. So for that I'm using the basic syntax, that is array adapter something declaration equal to new array adapter. So within this total we need to write the three components. So the first one is the context. So then context. Second is the layout resource. Layout resource. And the third is the data source. So this is the basic syntax of this. So this is the basic syntax. So what we will do with this basic syntax? So just I'll comment with that line for your understandable. So here the context. So the context is I'm giving you the main activity task and layout resource. So this layout resource we can give in a anyway, like one is the fixed, one is from the different location. So see first I'm giving it this as a fixed. So that is Android dot r dot layout dot wait Android dot so why it is not showing layout. Android dot layout dot right dot r dot layout dot. Yes, this is the simple list item one. So I'm using the simple list item one. So that is the predefined one. So next here, I'm giving you the data source. So the data source is, I'm giving this EMP list, EMP list. I'm giving that data is EMP list. So now this we need to map with this your list. So where you will find your list view. So that is binding dot list dot setter up. So setter up of above what we defined the adapter. So this adapter. So done. Now here first we need to create for this name. We need to create one array. So string emp list array. So here I created one array. So here I'll write the some names. So these all are my employee names. So like this I created the names. Done. So first we will run this, then we'll see other variants of this, how we need to define that we will see. So first of all, I'm running this. So once you understand this concept, the next list, next here we have other parameters like grid view, spinner, autocomplete. So those three also almost similar to the this. There is a small variance, but it is suitable similar. See, just a minute. Once just I connected my mobile. So in this we will discuss the various this like resource can be different and employee data can be from different places. We will discuss because always the context is fixed, but the data source maybe the data source means data source. There are various ways. One is we are getting from the Java directly. Other is from the resources. Then the last, maybe we can get that from the server side. So the server side one we will see later on. But now, because when we discuss the web services part, that time we will discuss that server part. But now we will see the next alternate that data we can get from the resources. And next second one, that layout resource. So this layout resource is a fixed layout resource. But from here, if I want to create my own layout, so that how that will happen. So that also we will concentrate here now after this. Say it is installed, it's created like this. See, for example, for this case, I'm increasing the content. So I increase the content like this. So I increase the content like this. So then what happens? You will see here now. see, auto scroll will also come. In this case, user side again, no need to handle the scrolling. That came automatically, no need to handle that. So that is the one more advantage with this list view. So this is fine. Now we will see here.
So ఇక్కడ ఆటోమేటిక్ గా అసెండింగ్ టు డిసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ డిసెండింగ్ టు అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ అరేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు సార్
చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ నార్మల్లీ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్, సో డేటా అనేది మనకి సర్వర్ నుంచి వస్తుంది కదా.
ఓకే.
సో సర్వర్ నుంచి వచ్చే క్వైరీలోనే వాళ్ళు అక్కడే డేటాను పేస్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు అక్కడే మీకు ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు. అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ కావాలా, లైక్ నెక్స్ట్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ డేట్, అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఎవరు రిజిస్టర్ అయినారో వాళ్ళు ఫస్ట్ రావాలా అనేది అది డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో అది అక్కడ నుంచి వస్తుంది. లేదు కావాలంటే ఇక్కడ కూడా చేసుకోవచ్చు. లైక్ లిస్ట్ వ్యూ విత్ ascending order in Android. ఇక్కడ 1 2 వచ్చాయి, 1 2 ఇచ్చారు. ఇది 1 2 వచ్చినప్పుడు నంబర్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు నంబర్స్
సార్ మీరు మధ్యాహ్నం ఏ టైంలో ఫ్రీ ఉంటారు సార్?
అర్థం కాల.
ఈరోజు మధ్యాహ్నం అంటే ఈరోజు మధ్యాహ్నం ఏ టైంలో ఫ్రీ ఉంటారు సార్?
ఇవాళ మధ్యాహ్నం అంటే దేని గంటలు అర్థం కాల. నీ వాయిస్ స్పీకర్
సార్ అనిపిస్తుందా?
ఇప్పుడు
సార్ సిస్టమ్ కనెక్ట్ అయితే చిన్న చిన్న డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అది అడుగుతాను. జస్ట్ ఏం లేదు, ఇప్పుడు మేనిఫెస్టో ఫైల్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా సార్,
అవును.
దాంట్లో ఒకటి జావాలో ఒకటి చిన్న చిన్నవి ఉన్నాయి, అవి జస్ట్ ఆప్షన్స్. అదొకటి కనుక్కుంటే నాకు నేను నెక్స్ట్ ఫర్దర్గా నేను స్క్రీన్స్ పెట్టుకోవడానికి ఈజీగా ఉంటుందని.
ఓకే ఓకే, ఒకసారి 142 అట్లా మెసేజ్ చేయని చెప్తాను.
దాని సార్. సరే, మీ ఫోన్పే గూగుల్ పే నెంబర్ ఇదేనా సార్? ఫోన్పే గూగుల్ పే నెంబర్ ఇదేనా?
ఇదేనా.
రైట్ సార్, నేను కాపీ చేస్తాను.
సో ఇది డేటా ఇక్కడ నుంచి వస్తుంది కదా, మనకి ఇది అవ్వట్లేదు. సో సర్వర్ నుంచి వచ్చే డేటాకి మనం వాటిని సెట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అది నీకు చూపిస్తాను. సర్వర్ నుంచి వచ్చినప్పుడు డేటా నీకు ఎలా ఆర్డర్లో రావాలనేది నీకు చూపిస్తాను. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ఫస్ట్.
ఇప్పుడు రీసెంట్ ఐటమ్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయంటే డైరెక్ట్గా ఇక్కడే డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది కదా సార్?
ఇక్కడే వచ్చేస్తుంది. అది అక్కడ మనకి సర్వర్ నుంచి డేటా అట్లాగే వస్తుంది కాబట్టి అక్కడ మనకి సేమ్ ఆర్డర్ లోనే డిస్ప్లే అయిపోతుంది. సో ఇది ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు మనం ఫస్ట్ రాసింది predefined layout and predefined layout and array from Java. So this is first one. So దీన్ని నేను స్మాల్ మోడిఫికేషన్ చేస్తాను. సో కామెంట్. సో ఈ ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ ఉంది. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ నేను డేటా సోర్స్ ని ఇప్పుడు మన రిసోర్స్ నుంచి యాక్సెస్ చేస్తాం. సో విల్ యాక్సెస్ ద డేటా సోర్స్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ స్ట్రింగ్స్. సో in the strings I'll create one string array. So string array. So that string array name I'll give the courses. So here I'm creating the items. So item 1, Android with Java. So like this, here I'll create the number of items. So I created the number of items. For Java, advanced Java. Python. Like this, some items we created here. So now this data I want to access here. So instead of this employee data, I want to access the data. So that is r dot string dot we are not getting that. So we are getting the data from different source. So we need to get the data here. Here I'll create one string array name called test. So string array. So this, instead of creating data here, I'll get this. So get resources dot
get to string
get
array.
string array. So that is r dot
Dot array dot dot
array dot. So courses. Now this, here we will put the test. Here we'll write the test. Right. So now I'm running this. So we will see this. Now that AAA will be replaced by this courses, whatever that we created that. So that output should come now. the data is replaced by this. But now here, the next to my concern is this data. Now it is showing this format. But I don't want this format. I want this red color, blue color like that. So I want to change the text color and all. So for that, what we need to do is I'm copying this. Again, I'm commenting these 2 lines. Here, this is the from strings, right? Strings. Now this is also strings and custom. So custom layout. So for this custom layout, see what it is. So this contains r.layout simple. This is the predefined. So this contains the simple one text view. So for that here in our layout, I'm creating one new layout resource. So with name of custom. So something that is user defined name. So this parameter, this will contain only the single parameter. So that is a text view. So here it contains the text view. So for this text view, I'm giving you the text properties like text color. So some color, then next text size. Next is the text style. So next is the all caps true, like this I created here. Now here I am replacing this with r.layout.custom. See, now I'm running this. See, this is the what we given the this is. Why it is overlapped here? Because okay, this is the relative layout. Here we need to give the relation below. Now it will come top. So this came like this. So but for this, we can give any more properties means yes, we can give here. One is the margin 5 dp. Then next is the so more than this, so we cannot give that one. We can give this divider height. So divider height 5 dp. So in a small line it is creating, right? The line width will increase. Then after this, here we will see the listener. So I want to apply listener for this. So that is binding dot list dot set on item click listener. So based on the item click listener, we will apply the listener here. See here, net host. I'll write this based on which item we click. Just it is I am defining the position of that item. See, I'm running this now. This line height has increased. Now I'm clicking on this 1, 0 because array index start from the 0. So this is the reason it is 0. Like this, we are applying this. So based on this, we will perform the next activity. What is next activity? What you want to do, that we will perform on the based on that. Means instead of the toast, if you want to move to the next page and you want to show the respective Android Java data, that you can show in the next page. And once I click on the Kotlin, if you want to handle the Kotlin data, that you can handle. Like that, we can handle the next activities in this. So first you can practice on this program. So based on this, next we will see the grid view, autocomplete, and spinner. So tomorrow we will see these 3 components. Then after we will enter into the recycler. So the recycler view is a little bit different with this, but nowadays that recycler view is the very important. So list and grid we are using nowadays less, but spinner and autocomplete we are using the most. But once you know this, the spinner, autocomplete, list, grid 4 will come similar fashion. So those 3 we will finish tomorrow. Then after we will go with the recycler view next. Okay, so you can practice up to this. We will see tomorrow that.